Yo, what's going on, guys? So in this video I got a brand new car. As you guys can tell, it is again a Lexus IS. I'm just kidding, guys. So I didn't get another car, but my car is in the shop, so they gave me a loaner car. It is the 2022 Lexus IS 300. It's a pretty nice car. There are pros and cons to this car. Let me show you guys the exterior. Wait for this plane to pass by. Lexus 2022 Lexus IS 300, 2-liter turbo. It's a pretty nice car. I've been driving it for the past 2 days now. I like it, but it's not something that I would definitely get. It's a nice looking car, don't get me wrong. It's not the F Sport version, unfortunately. So getting into the car, it is very spacious compared to my 2IS. You do get this little touchscreen. It's pretty nice. You got your button for eco, normal, sport mode. Got traction, snow. I don't know what this button is. I haven't touched it. You get a touchscreen tablet. It's a pretty nice car overall, but the things that lack in this car would be, in my opinion, the turbo lag in this engine model specifically. Wait for that other plane to pass. So this engine has notorious turbo lag. I've read in the forums, usually happens around like off from a stop or at a red, and you try to mash the floor. It's gonna give you a crazy amount of turbo lag until about 3.5 RPMs. That's when the turbo kicks in. I do like this mirror that they included. It's a lot wider. You can see a lot out of this mirror. I also like the touchscreen lights, interior lights in the car. It's pretty cool. This car does not, unfortunately, come with a sunroof. I don't have a button for sunroof. The seats are really nice. It keeps you tucked in as if it's kind of like a bucket seat, sort of. So the other thing that I wanted to say was this gas pedal. It's kind of like BMW style where it's like on the floor. It's cool, but I'm just trying to get used to this type of floor pedal. As in the 2IS, they don't come like that. It's kind of like a pedal, like the brake pedal, like that. Heading over to the trunk. So the trunk has pretty decent space and it can hold a lot of stuff. I want to say this is definitely bigger than my 2IS because I know the 2IS is pretty tiny compared to this car. And I want to give a special shout out to Lexus of Westminster for giving me this loaner car while my car is in the shop. Coming to the back seats, they're actually pretty spacious, a lot more spacious than my current 2IS. Like there's actually a decent amount of room in here. I'm like about 5'10", 5'11". I still have a lot of headroom back here. So this unfortunately isn't touchscreen. You have to push these buttons and then the light comes on. So for the braking system, it's pretty good. I want to say these are 350 brakes and rotors. They're pretty massive and they stop pretty well. I like the way it feels. The rims are 18-inch rims. This is the tire size for you guys. And I've never had this tire before, but they're pretty good. They're Michelin Primacy Tour all season. They're pretty good tire. I would recommend them. So this car is going to have a squared setup all around, same tire size, same rim size. Personally, if I was shopping around trying to get a car like this, I definitely would opt for the 350. The 350 is just like that, and the power band is there. There's no lag. Another thing that bothers me about this car would be these lug nuts. So these, I want to say, are mostly on Euro cars, and I don't like these type of lug nuts. They're very easy to strip, hard to replace. So that's probably the one thing that I don't like. I don't have a sunroof like I was telling you guys, so it's a little bit different. Coming on the passenger side, there is quite a bit of room. Let me just move my stuff. There's actually a lot of room in the passenger side. It's pretty comfortable. This car does not have Mark Levinson, unfortunately, but the sound system is alright. It's not the best. These are all the climate control buttons and whatnot. And you get a clock right here. I know I used to really not like the 4IS look, but it's kind of growing on me since I've had it for a couple days now. It looks pretty good. And so you hear the turbo just like a tiny bit. In my opinion, that's pretty cool that you can hear it, and when you shift, it kind of makes like a sound. I've never had a turbo car, and this is my first turbo. This is, I want to say, the base model IS300, so I don't have the little boost gauge. The transmission is, in my opinion, it's actually pretty good. So the transmission is actually really smooth. It shifts like on a dime. It's not as rough, I want to say, as like a 6-speed in the 2IS. Coming over here to the tablet, I just wish this tablet would stretch out a little bit longer and fill the whole screen. I feel like that would be a lot better than having this big tablet and a little tiny screen that you can see off of. So you have all these functions, apps, climate, setup. One thing about this car, I believe right here, it's supposed to be a seat warmer and seat cooler, but I don't have it since I have the base model, I'm presuming. But this car has quite grown on me. So this is manual mode. And if I switch the notch over to the right, you get sport mode. Push it down for normal, to the left for eco. I usually drive on sport mode. It just gives it just feels a lot better in my opinion. Color code that I have is, I want to say the caviar black colorway. It's pretty nice. There's a lot of like specs on the car. Since having it for a couple days, I definitely, in my personal opinion, I definitely like the 3rd gen 17 to 20 models a lot better. I think that front end is just so aggressive and super nice. This is nice as well, but that's just my personal opinion. And yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for 500 followers. Road to 1,000 soon. And I will catch you guys in the next one. I'll get driving clips of this car while I still have it. So one more thing that I forgot to mention is this car, once you reach, I believe, close to red line, it'll upshift. So once you reach close to red line, it'll upshift for you automatically. This car will, in manual mode, of course. And this car, if you are in a higher gear, so if you're in a higher gear and you're coming to a red stop sign and you start braking, it'll also automatically start to downshift for you until you reach 1. I think that's pretty cool to implement that. But let me get some more turbo noises for you guys. Building boost and go. So I'm at a dead stop right now and I'm about to launch this for you guys. Traction control completely off. Hopefully this works. All right. Turbo lag is crazy, but it's not too terrible. The turbo noises, guys, are so fire. I love hearing that turbo spool, and it just sounds so good for some reason. The turbo spool is like what's getting to me. Is like, ooh, that's so fire. Let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.